to The Bright Side, your nutritional program dedicated to the understanding of the vast world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. I'm your host, Pharmacist Ben, nutritional pharmacist from Boulder, Colorado. I specialize in using nutritional supplements where other healthcare practitioners use toxic pharmaceutical drugs and deadly medical procedures. If you suspect that there are natural nutritional roads to your health and vitality and well-being and to addressing your health challenges, whatever they may be, but you don't know where to begin, you have come to the right place. As you listen to The Bright Side every day, you are more and more in control of your body. You are more and more knowledgeable, and you know you can overcome any health issue. That is why we are here every day on The Bright Side, helping clear up the sometimes confusing world of nutrition and nutritional supplementation. Over the last 28 years of practicing pharmacy, I've seen drug-free recoveries from diabetes and hypertension and obesity and skin diseases like acne, psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, digestive ailments, autoimmune issues of all kinds, recoveries that by the standards of modern medicine can only be called a miracle, but what is in the world of the body, what is in the world of biology, standard operating procedure, because the human biological system, the human body, is a healing system. It is designed divinely to heal, renew, regenerate itself moment to moment, hour by hour, day by day. And while some folks may call that healing and renewing system a miracle, it really is just the way the body works. If you have questions about health or nutrition or prescription drugs, we welcome your calls on The Bright Side. 844-236-6010 is our number if you want to get off your meds or help a loved one get off their medications and get on a good nutritional supplement program like the one designed by Doc Wallach and the folks at Longevity. We can help you. 844-236-6010 is our number. If you want to join the Bright Side Ben team, call the phone team at 866-735-2470 for a one-time $10 fee. You can get your longevity products at the wholesale price, earn thank you checks, start yourself a business, and enjoy all the tax benefits associated with having your own business. Help spread the word about how important a good nutritional supplement program can be. 866-735-2470 is the phone number for the Brightside Ben phone team. You can also head over to my websites, brightsideben.com, my blog, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com, my new blog with George Norrie. You can sign up right off the websites, and of course you can purchase any of the products you hear advertised on the program right off the website, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and now criticalhealthnews.com. You're always welcome to call the phone team at 866-735-2470 and order products directly. Okay, 844-236-6010 is our number today on The Bright Side. If you have questions about any products or health conditions, or if you want to simply contribute to the conversation, or if you have a success story, we do have lines open for you. We'll get your calls here in our second segment. We're talking skin health. We're going to talk about skin health now we'll be talking about it for a few days, and we'll probably talk about it for the next couple of weeks. We're going to cover eczema, we'll cover dry skin, photo damage. We'll make this a little bit of a skin health show, at least for the next couple of weeks, in honor of my new Truth Treatment products, which should be out here. Well, they're already out, but the website should be up here any day. You'll be hearing about it on this program and probably via commercials as well. We'll be talking about skin now for the next, hopefully for a couple of weeks. Got lots to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about skin now for a long time. Some of you know I've been in the skincare business, formulating products, researching products. As a compounding pharmacist, working directly with patients, as an educator, I owned a school, taught estheticians. I've been doing skincare now since 1983, and I know a lot about skin from a lot of different perspectives, as a pharmacist, as a formulator, as a nutritionist, and as a researcher as well. So, we're talking acne. Last we spoke, we talked about vitamin A, super duper duper unbelievably important vitamin. It's the normalizing vitamin. It's not even a vitamin technically. As we've said in the past, vitamins are assistants, they're helpers, they're important, but they're in a supportive kind of way. Vitamin A ain't no supporter. Vitamin A is the stuff. It's a hormone. It turns things on and off. It doesn't just help chemistry happen, it makes chemistry happen. It's the building vitamin. It's the growing vitamin. It keeps cells growing correctly. It's a key player in what's called differentiation, which is how cells take on different shapes in their growth process. Many diseases are caused by breakdowns at this level, and that includes acne. Acne is caused by, partially anyway, or it's initiated, an acne pimple is initiated by cells growing too fast. Cell growth is dependent on vitamin A. Under conditions of vitamin A deficiency, cells will grow out of control. That's acne. There's lots of reasons why vitamin A deficiencies can occur. Of course, lack of intake is probably the most important, but lack of absorption is also important. If you have Crohn's disease, celiac disease, fructose intolerance, chances are you're not going to be absorbing your vitamin A. Now, we're talking about vitamin A in skin, but vitamin A is involved in a lot of things. So if you're not absorbing your vitamin A, even if you're taking your vitamin A as a supplement, if you're not absorbing it, if you have intestinal problems, bile problems, gallbladder removed, Crohn's disease, lack of stomach acid, pancreatic problems, all of these can conspire to deplete your body of this very, very important vitamin. And certainly not intaking enough is also a problem because it's not really found in a lot of foods. It's found in animal foods mostly. You got to eat a lot of eggs or fish liver to get vitamin A. This is why supplementing is so, so important. Acne in many ways is a vitamin A deficiency disease. And sometimes simply adding vitamin A to your diet via supplements or foods, or perhaps absorbing your absorption of vitamin A by using the ultimate enzymes, by using bile salts, by using lecithin. These are all mechanisms for improving your absorption of vitamin A. And keep in mind, fructose malabsorption syndrome, which is extremely common, can also have a down-regulating or a suppressant effect on vitamin A absorption. So if you have any problems with fructose, keep in mind, chances are pretty good you may be vitamin A deficient, especially if you're not supplementing. So if you have acne and you have fructose intolerance, I would say the odds are really, really good that you something as simple as vitamin A deficiency can be responsible, or at least partially responsible. Skin diseases are just another type of bodily breakdown. They're not special. All disease is inflammation. All disease involves a defensive response. And following that defensive response, and by the way, defensive responses can also be to nutritional deficiencies. Under conditions of nutritional deficiencies, the body will go on to alert mode. And this can trigger a defensive response also. So stuff getting into the body or not getting into the body can both cause this kind of defensive response, ultimately leading to out of control growth. And this is a basic way that breakdowns in the body occur. We make these artificial distinctions on the various organs of the body. We say, oh, I got a gallbladder problem, or I got a bone issue, I got osteoporosis, or I have a skin problem. When we focus on the organs, the heart or the bone or the skin, we focus on these various organs, but the problem is not at the organ level. This is so, so, so important because your doctor's not going to tell you this. Why? Because he gets paid by treating organs. There's only one person who benefits by this ridiculous medical distinction, this useless or unhelpful medical distinction of treating different structures in the body. You know who benefits from that? The specialist. This is how we get specialists. Specialists are absolutely helpless to stop a degenerative process because they specialize. And the degenerative process is not... It cannot be, it's not about the various special organs in the system. It's generic. It affects the whole body. They can lower your test score. And they will lower your test score with drugs, usually. And that's how they work. They lower test scores, or they raise test scores. They work with test scores. But from a disease state and from a reversal state, from a healing state, from a getting better state, the organ doesn't matter. It's not about the organ. I'm going to say it again because that's so important. The disease state is not about the organ. Once it's at the organ level, the cow is out of the barn. The cat is out of the bag. Once it affects the organ, the disease and degenerative process have progressed. And you can't reverse it at the organ level. The organ doesn't matter. You know what else doesn't matter? Your test score doesn't matter. Unless your test score is ridiculously high or ridiculously low, and you're always going to know if you have an extreme test score by your symptoms and by how you feel, the test score by itself is irrelevant. The test score doesn't matter. Why is the doctor not telling you? Because that's all he's got. That's all he's got in his bag of tricks is the test score. There's even a commercial we've talked about in the past. Xarelto, you're going to love your numbers. Actually, I forgot. Not Xarelto, some other diabetes drug. You're going to love your numbers. We treat our numbers. We eat the menu. We work with the symbols. And nobody gets better. And that's why no matter how good your test score is, you could still drop dead of a heart attack. Scores and metrics are all based on average people. They're based on statistics. There's no average people, and statistics are a lie. They're there to quantify what is in essence not quantifiable. They're there to put a number on something so the doctor can treat a number. So the doctor... Okay, welcome back to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for being here. We're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific, 10 to 11 Central Time. If you miss a program, they're all archived at brightsideben.com. 4 years plus of archived programs, brightsideben.com. You can also go to benfuchsarchives.com. Thank you to Peter in the UK who set that up with keywords. If you miss a program or you want to send one of your clients or friends or family members to a program that where we covered a subject that's important to somebody or another, you can get over to brightsideben.com or brightsideben.com. If you want to order any of the longevity products you hear advertised on the program, recommended on the program, you can order right off the websites, brightsideben.com, or my blog, pharmacistben.com, or my new blog, criticalhealthnews.com, and you can sign up to join the Brightside Ben phone team right off of the websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. You can also call the phone team at 866-735-2470. Our number today, 844-236-6010. We'll get your calls here momentarily. If you have a success story you want to share, you want to contribute to the conversation, or if you have questions about health or nutrition, we can help you. 844-236-6010. Okay, so from a disease standpoint, if you go to the doctor, you're going to get, they're going to focus on the organ, the skin, the bone, the heart, the brain, whatever the organ particular structure is. But once you have a problem at the organ level, there's nothing you can do about it except mask it or hide it or disguise it or numb it or somehow poison it so you don't have to know you have it. This is why medicine is such a failure. It treats organs, which is in essence treating symptoms. The organ level is the symptom level. The causal level is beneath the organ level. You've got 4 different levels. You've got your organ level. The organ is itself composed of tissue, which is composed of cells. Then within those cells, you have all the different chemical reactions. So for the most part, your doctor is going to be treating your organ. The organ is made up of tissue, and the tissue is made up of cells, and this is where your power is. Now, recently, because we have this high-tech culture and high-tech medicine, medicine knows that they can now attack molecules. They can go inside the cell. So in the old days, and even today, they'll treat your organ, they'll treat the skin, or nowadays they'll treat the molecular nature, the molecules. But at the cell level, which is what composes the tissue, they can't do anything. But that's where the disease is. But it doesn't matter, because at the cell level, we have control. At the cell level, all we got to do is make sure the cell's got the nutrients it needs, i.e. the mighty 90 essential nutrients. We got to make sure it's not swimming in toxicity. That means keeping your toxins, especially food toxins, out of your system as best as you can. And again, sugar is a toxin. Moving your lymphatic system, moving your body around so you can improve detoxification. Make sure you're breathing correctly to improve detoxification, and also making sure that cell is oxygenated. Again, involving respiration. Do you hear doctor anywhere there? No. Can a doctor help you breathe? Is a doctor going to help you make sure you're doing your deep breathing? You don't need a doctor for that. Do you need a doctor for your nutritional supplementation? No. What is this? How does the doctor stick his nose into our tent? How does the medical model insert itself into what's our health? Where does it come from? So I can't help you. The medical model can't help you at the organ level. It doesn't matter, though, because at the tissue level, and which is made up of cells, this is our bailiwick. This is our deal. We can do it ourselves at this level. And you assess your health at this level by how you feel. If you feel tired, if you feel pain, if you feel nauseous, if you feel brain fog, these are the places where you can diagnose yourself. You don't need a doctor for any of this stuff. When it comes to the skin, if you're breaking out, the chances are pretty darn good that you're dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with if you have heart disease or any other health issue. Starvation, suffocation, toxification. Of all the nutritional supplements and nutrients that are important for starvation issues, at least when it comes to the skin, when it comes to all cells, vitamin A is, it could be argued, the most important. Certainly when it comes to acne, vitamin A is at least one of the 2 most important anti-acne nutrients. Make sure you're using 10 to 20,000 IU a day. You can even use 30,000 IU a day, and take your vitamin A with all your other vitamins, especially vitamin D, which works in tandem with vitamin A. Vitamin D itself is pro-immunity, helps support the immune system, anti-inflammatory. So in addition to balancing vitamin A, vitamin D itself may have its own anti-acne benefits, and everybody knows who's breaking out that if they get out in the sun, their skin starts to heal. Hello? No toxicity from the sun, unless you burn. No doctor necessary from the sun. Works just as good as any drug you get from the doctor with no side effects. That's vitamin D. And vitamin A and D are also found in the ultimate EFAs and fish liver. Fish liver is probably your best source of both vitamin A and D. Vitamin A and D are found in the cholesterol complex. I call it the cholesterol complex. Cholesterol complex is a complex of elements that are involved in growth. They're found in meat, They're found in dairy, and they're found in eggs. I call it the cholesterol complex. Meat, dairy, and eggs and fish are your best sources of the cholesterol complex. Oh, yeah, the doctor tells you not to eat the cholesterol complex. More boneheaded medical information. The cholesterol complex is important for the growth of cells.